I'm recording for anybody who's absent. It's stable. Did you grab it up here? And so all you're doing, does everyone has a calculator?
Oh my God.
No. So all you're doing is you're clicking table on your calculator. That one doesn't. I think this one. You're pressing table on your calculator and you're getting the table. We all know how to do that, right? So click table, and we're on our notes for today right here. And in table, where it says y equals, you're putting 2 to the x. And remember, you just do that by pressing the button 2, this little button that's like a caret, and then the x button, which is like x comma t comma.
Already got it.
So you should be getting a table. Yeah, so you're filling out your table. So you're filling out your table. So you're going to table, table, 2 to the x, and then clicking enter 5 times. And then you're filling in your table starting with -1. So click table, table, clear out what's in there, and then just write, only click it once, and then click 2, there, enter. So then once you do that, you're filling in your table. So when you're scrolling down at -1, what's the y value?
1/2.
1/2. At 0?
1.
1.
2.
2.
8. 4.
At 3.
4.
That's what we do with this.
Yeah.
Okay. And so now all we're doing, we're just learning how to graph them. And so all you're doing now that you have those points is just plotting them. So I go to 0, and this is the thing that we struggle with the most, which is just plotting it. Wait, hold on. So at 0, I'm just going to start with this one. At 0, I'm going to go to 1 and plot it. So remember, that's my y-intercept. At 1, I'm going to go up to 2 and plot it. At 2, I'm going to go up to 4 and plot it. And at -1, I'm going to go to 1/2, which is just like halfway through. And so it's basically, when it's growing, see how it's getting bigger and bigger? It's basically going to look like an airplane that's going up to the sky. And right here, it's just going to go lower and lower until it's at 0. So it looks something like that. That's how we graph. So all you're doing is getting it on your table and plotting the points. And so the delta math on this is literally practicing plotting points. It's not even on this. So let's go to another one. Let's go to, yeah. Which one, this?
Yeah.
This is just how to type it in your calculator. So it's 2, and then that little caret button, and that x comma, that's how to type in that equation. I think it said x comma t comma something.
There's no number 2 do that, because number 2
Let's do like 3, right? So let's do 3. So go back to table, clear out what's in there. And then how do I put a fraction in? ND, right? So go to ND, and you're putting 1/2 in. And then just use a parentheses, even though it's not there, with a 4 to the x power. So it should look something like that. And that caret just makes the exponent, and you would do an x out there. We're on 30. Does anyone need help typing it into their calculator? You're typing it into the table. You cleared it 2 times, yeah. Yeah. So make sure, raise your hand if you're not seeing the table. And then caret that one. And then the x. Now we're going to Anyone else need help typing it in?
Oh, and then we just like do it again?
Yeah, so now you find when your x is -1, what's the y on that calculator?
1/8. 1/8.
1/8.
Oh.
This one's 1/8. Then at 0, it should be 1/2. At 1,
2, 8.
What? Isn't it 3?
No, it's 8.
No, it's 3. I got 3. I read 3.
I got one. Hey.
Glasses.
Cool. Now I'm just graphing these. So at 0, it's 1/2. So I'm going like halfway up right here. At 1, it's 2. So 1, 2. At 2, it's 8. And then I just draw it, and it's like landing on the axis. How did you do 1? 2, 8, you mean? 1. Maybe you're wrong. I didn't do that one. You don't need to.
Oh, oh my God.
I did 1/2 because 1/2 is pretty, and 1/4 like is a fourth of the way up, and 1/2 is pretty easy. But 1/8, you just know that it's just getting smaller until it's getting closer and closer to 0.
So they're trying to trick you?
Not trick you. They're trying to show like if you keep going back, like keep going up to negative, you see the fractions getting smaller and smaller. And so that's because it's getting closer and closer to 0. We're going to be going over that like tomorrow. It's called an asymptote. Asymptote. And so we're going to go over that tomorrow. But we're going to be, that's what that's called. So as you see, it's getting closer to 0, and that's like basically where the plan is taking off from. You guys want to try typing this into your calculator?
Yeah.
Okay, so put that in your calculator. So you're literally putting 5, and how do you get a fraction?
What ND?
ND, so 1/5, make sure parentheses around it, yeah.
So at some point you always have to land on that point axis?
Sometimes, so we're gonna learn transformation, so sometimes it's gonna land on a number, sometimes it's not, like this one. Like sometimes they're gonna land on like 1, and we're gonna be learning about that, it has to do with the energy behavior. But today we're just like learning how to plot the points and find the base. And so that's a whole part of what we're learning. Cool, did everyone type this into your calculator?
No.
No? I got it. You got it? Start filling it in, and then you can help me out.
She was typing.
I got it. Cool, fill it in, and then I'm gonna.
Wait. How do we do that?
Here's graphing the point, so like at -1, you go 25. Yeah.
So how come we only do 2? We didn't plot it.
I plotted 3. I didn't plot 1/8
Like this?
because it was really small, and I did. Me too. You got it. You're good. Like this? Beautiful, now plot the points. So at -1, what do you guys get? Most of you got it.
25.
0.
5, 1 over 5.
Beautiful.
Any-
And so I would go plot these points. The biggest mistake is we're not plotting them correctly. So make sure at -1 I would plot 25, which Jaylene Superstar already did it. So 0 at 5,
This is 1.
1 at 1. And see how it's getting smaller? You can go smaller like this, but it's getting closer and closer to 0. The plane's landing.
So we don't do anything other than 1/2?
Yeah, you don't have to. Cool. So that's all we're doing for the first part, which is just